I want to ask you about the scene where the log splitting machine scene that feels like it draws out forever in a good way, like with the sound of the machine going. Being that there was no score in the movie, it's just so loud, and by the end of it, you're like, "Get me out of this shed."
It's yeah. That. So what were you gonna ask about it?
Oh no. Okay. Well, side note: I've never seen people get up and walk out of a movie, but after the head gets cut off, I saw a couple get up, and they were like, "All right, we're leaving."
Yeah.
But as somebody that grew up kind of infatuated with special makeup effects, I can usually tell, like, okay, there's a cut there. I see the prosthetic there. I see what they did. With that scene, maybe please enlighten me and tell me how the hell you guys pulled off that decapitation scene, because he's blinking up until the last second. He's blinking while the thing is on his neck. So how did you guys do that?
That particular, because it's kind of a long shot too.
Very long shot.
That was a long shot. It was locked off, and I had to be really careful not to hit anything out of place, because so basically they had Reese Presley, the actor who played the ranger. He was there from the majority of it, but then we replaced him with a dummy, very carefully in the exact same kind of the way that he's laid out, and then they basically superimposed his eyes. So they took a framing of his eyes, and because it was locked off, they can match it exactly to the dummy, and then they use that up until the moment. And but the dummy itself looks amazing. Like when you look at it up close, it looks exactly like Reese. It's just missing that eye movement, but then when you add that, it just looks completely real.
Yeah, it completely fooled me, and I almost thought you were going to say, "Oh, we just killed a guy." That's how we did it.
We got close to it. But no, it's funny. It's funny you say that too about that scene, because the way I've seen it reacted to too, that's where the movie truly becomes a horror movie. I mean, you get your big scenes before that, but they're so excessive that there's some funny moments involved, and it's kind of those classic slasher kills where you're like, people are cheering at the end because it's so crazy. But the splitter scene, that's when it gets to everybody, and that was Chris's intention too. That's why the motor is running so loud and it's extended and drawn out. He was like, I really want to push it. Like, this is you want gore? Here's the blood. Like, here it is, and just kind of like throws it in the audience's face, sort of. And that's like, it is the horror moment that I see in the film. That's kind of like, nobody's cheering at the end of that one.
Yeah, that just felt like I was watching, I don't know, Faces of Death or something. I was like, I mean, I love the scene, but yeah, it wasn't like, hey, this is campy and fun. This was like, god damn, this is brutal.
Yeah, it's like he's brought you along for the ride. He's like, you're still here. He's like, all right, here's some real horror for a minute or two.